Good morning, students. So last class we can be discuss about the digestion in human beings up to the mouth and also esophagus regions. Is it? So now what should be done in the small intestine, liver, pancreas, and also absorption of the food in small intestine, large intestine. What is the meaning of diarrhea? How should be the digestion should be occur in the animals like cow or rabbit. So next to feeding and digestion of the amoeba, all these we can be discussed about in this session. So first of all, the complete digestion should be occurring. We all know about the complete digestion should be occurring in the small intestine. So what is the small intestine? How should be the present? Where it is present? So small intestine is a highly coiled structure. So small intestine is one of the highly coiled structure. The liver and pancreas release digestive juices into small intestine. So here you can be seen in the some pancreatic juices, and also in liver you can produce some bile juices which are secreted in this pancreas you can be called as the small intestine. The small intestine breaks the carbohydrate into glucose, fat into fatty acid, and also protein into amino acid. So the complete digestion should be occurring in the small intestine. Yes, the small intestine should be breaks the carbohydrates into glucose. Whatever is can be eat the food, that carbohydrate should be converted into glucose form, then fat into fatty acid, so then proteins into amino acids. So next one is liver. So see the picture of the liver. So it is a gland which is reddish brown in color. So this part can be called as the liver, which is reddish brown in color. So it should be also secrete some juices which can be called as a reddish juice. That one is called as the bile juice. The main function of the bile juice is stored in the gallbladder. So it should be stored in what? Gallbladder. So it is also makes it possible for the body to digest the fat. The main function of this bile juice is it should be emulsification of the fats. It can be called as the emulsification of fats. So next one is in pancreas. Whatever we have to the sugar level is there, that can be maintained our body. That is what we can be called as the pancreas. So it is also cream colored gland. So the picture should be located in this area. So that is a cream colored gland which is present in the human body. It should be also secrete the pancreatic juice that helps in the fat, carbohydrates and proteins. The main function of the pancreatic juice, that is also complete digestion of the fat, carbohydrates and also proteins. Next one is, so if you observe the small intestine, all the complete digestion of the food, the process by which digested food enters the blood vessels, the small intestine is called small absorption. So whatever the food particles are there, they will completely digested to that one. The whatever blood capillaries are there, they will completely absorb the food from the blood capillaries, or we can call as the blood vessels. So here the small intestine will consist of some finger-like projections, we can be called as the villi. They increase the surface area of the small intestine, thereby increase the amount of absorption. So when the surface area should be increases, the absorption should be also increases. The digested food get into blood vessel through the villi and reaches the whole body. After the villi, it reaches the whole body. So next one is, what is mean by assimilation? Whatever it can be digestion of the food, after that food they can be completely assimilated or completely utilizes, then we can be called as the assimilation. So for example, assimilation in the liver means the process in which organs of the body utilizes the digestion of food. Whatever after completing the digestion of the food, that food should be, it can be utilizes completely. Then it form complex substances such as proteins which the body needs is called assimilation. Whatever can be eat the food, That food which can be converted into, either it should be glucose or it should be converted into protein or it should be converted into amino acid, then it can be called as the assimilation. So question number 1. The digestive food is absorbed in, we already know that is the small intestine. Is it? Large intestine, stomach, liver, small intestine. The correct answer is small intestine. Is it? Next question. The bile juice is stored in. The bile juice is stored in gallbladder. Is it? The correct answer is gallbladder. We can give the option is liver, pancreas, large intestine, gallbladder. Next one is, what are the functions of large intestine after the complete digestion of the food in the small intestine? The undigested food material which are left is there, they can be go through the large intestine. Any food that is left undigested passes through the small intestine and enters in the large intestine. It is a wide tube-like structure. So whatever this part is there, that is we can be called as the large intestine. It is the wide part of the small large intestine. The main function of the large intestine is whatever water is there in our body, they will completely absorb the water and salt from the food. Then the rest of the waste or undigested food which can be passes through the rectal region. So this part can be called as the rectal region. Whatever undigested food particles are there and the water should be completely absorbed. They can be converted into fecal matter, that is we can be seen in the rectal region. The process by which the waste or undigested food get into the body through the wastes in our body, that is we can be called as the ingestion process. Ingestion process means we can be eliminate the waste materials from our body, that is we can be called as the ingestion process. So next one is diarrhea. Why it is causes? So sometimes the condition when watery stools appear frequently is called diarrhea. So whatever fecal matter we can remove our body, that substances should be made up from the water substances like that. So that is it can be called as the diarrhea. It means watery stools appear frequently. So maybe 3 times or 4 times in the day. That condition we can be called as the diarrhea. It should be causes for the food poisoning. It should be occurred from the food poisoning or infection are the two main causes of the diarrhea. So maybe whatever if we eat the food, so that food should be poisonous, or maybe some infection in our body, then also we can be causes this type of the diarrhea. Any serious disease can lead to the death. So sometimes diarrhea should be also causes the serious and also should be causes the death also. It involves the extensive loss of water and salt from the body. So when we go to the like that, so it should be almost completely loss of our water and salt from the body. So now the treatment should be we can be taken the ORS. ORS means oral rehydration solution. Whatever dehydration of the body, again we can be drink the ORS, it should be due to the rehydration. Rehydration means again we have to the water body. So oral rehydration solution, which is a boiled cooled water in which a pinch of the salt or sugar is added. So it is also ready-made, that one. So ORS powder we can be tell about that one. So it is already boiled or cold. We can be added to the some amount of the salt or sugar to that one. It is recommended for the patient in order to maintain the water loss in the body. Those are the diarrhea patients are there. They can be recommended to. We can be taken on this type of the solution. So related to that one, they asked some questions here. Write the full form of the ORS, oral rehydration solution. The full form of the ORS is oral rehydration solution. Next one is digestion in the grass eating animals, especially rabbit, deer or cow. How should be the grass should be eating and also digestion. So we cannot be digested by the grass, is it? So In animals, they have the special features in the stomach. What is the main special features we can be discussed here. So see, when they are quickly swallow the grass and stored in the part of the stomach is called rumen. So if you observe any cow or deer, so they can be immediately consume the grass. After that one, they can be temporarily stored in the rumen part of the stomach. That part can be called as the rumen. So then after the stored in the rumen, so they can be partially digested and is called cud. So when they will suddenly eat the grass, so that is stored in the rectum region, that is we can record as the partially digested, that is we can record as the cud, but later the cud reaches the mouth. After the sometimes, so if you observe the cow, so they can be always, mouth should be, the jaws should be always, they can be continuously moving, is it? So because of that, but later cud should be returned the mouth. So whatever undigested or partially digested grass is there, they can be come to the mouth regions. There's a small lumps and the animal should be choose to eat. If you observe this one, you can be always choose the food to that one. This process is called rumination, and hence these animals are called ruminant. So this process we can be called as the rumination, or we can be called as the ruminant. You know that grass is a rich content of the cellulose, a type of carbohydrate. In ruminant like cattle, deer, etc., the bacteria should be present in the rumen to help in the digestion of cellulose. Not only cow, so if you observe some animals like cattle or deer, these are some animals which have the bacteria which are present in the rumen which help in the digestion of the cellulose also. So animals like horses, or if you take the rabbits, they have to the large sac like called as the cecum. So if you observe the cow, they have to the rectum region, but you can be seen in the horse or rabbit, they have to the sac-like structure. This sac-like structure we can be called as the cecum structure. It is the line between the esophagus and small intestine. So between the small intestine and esophagus region, so we can be seen in this cecum regions. So this is the esophagus, this is the small intestine. The cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of the certain bacteria while are not present in humans. So we have some acid in our body which are secreted, especially hydrochloric acid, some enzymes are present. But in case of the rabbit or any animals, they do not have any such acid. They have some help of the bacteria, they can help the easily digestion of the food. There are many small organisms which do not have a mouth and digestive system. So such bacteria, such animals we can regard as the lower form of the animals. How can be the feed and digestion can be seen here. How are they acquired food and digested to that one? So if you observe the amoeba or microorganisms, or you can regard as the unicellular organism, they are the microscopic unicellular organisms which feed on the microorganisms. So that is, they can be, this vacuole should be useful for the engulf the food and also digestion of the food. Here whatever they have the enzymes, such enzymes should be useful for the digestion of this bacteria also. So when it senses the food, so observe the drawing here. So this is the end of the food particles. It pushes out the finger-like projection called pseudopodia. So this part is called, it can be called as the pseudopodia. So which are the around the food particles and engulf to that one. They can be easily consumed to that one. The food is trapped in the food vacuole where the digestive juices are secreted in the breakdown the food into smaller sections. So whatever we have some type of the enzymes, so that type of the enzyme should be also present in the amoeba also. So they can be completely digested the food. So whatever the digested food is completely absorbed, the remaining undigested food particles should be expelled by the vacuoles. So this is the we can call as the food vacuoles. After complete digestion, these vacuoles should be useful for the expulsion of the undigested food particles. So next one is digestion in amoeba. Digestion in amoeba, absorption in amoeba, and also ingestion in amoeba. So first one is digestion in amoeba. So related to that one, we have some questions here. Curd is the name of the food for the ruminant which is. Curd is the name given to the food of the ruminant which is swallowed and digested, swallowed and partially digested, properly chewed and partially digested. Next option is properly chewed and completely digested. The correct answer is swallowed and partially digested. Is it? So next question. The false feet of the amoeba are used for the movement. Is it movement only? Capture of food only? Both it can be tell about that one. Capture of the food and movement. Exchange of gases only. The correct answer should be capture of food and also movement. So summarize these lessons. So once again you can tell about the summary of this lesson. The first point should be animal nutrition include nutrient requirement, mode of the taken of the food and utilization of the body. So what is the meaning of the nutrition is? It is the undigested food which can be utilization of the body, that is it can be called as the nutrition. In human digestive system consists of alimentary canal, secreting some juices, consists of buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and into the rectum and anus region. The mind digestive gland is secrete the digestive juices are salivary glands, liver, and also pancreas. The stomach wall and the wall of the small intestine also secrete some digestive juices. The absorbed substances are transferred to the different part of the body. Water and some salt are absorbed from the undigested in the large intestine. So these are the some functions of the large intestine. Whatever absorbed substances are, they can be transported into the different part of the body. The remaining undigested food and salt absorbed from the large intestine. The undigested and the unabsorbed residue are expelled to the anus part. So this is the brief explanation of the nutrition in animals. So maybe in grazing animals like if you observe the cows, buffaloes and deer, they are called as the ruminant because whenever they can be eat the grass, they can be temporarily stored in the ruminant part. They can be swallow their leafy food and stored in the ruminant part. Later the food should be retained in the mouth. Then they can be chew it peacefully. Amoeba also ingest the food with the help of the false feed parts and digest in the food vacuum. So this is the brief explanation of the nutrition in animals. So today class we can be discuss about the role of the small intestine, large intestine. So last week we can be discuss about the digestion should be occur in the some animals.